Hello guys, so in today's analysis we're looking at two pairs, USDCHF and NZDCHF. So I'm gonna start with the USD pair on the 4-hour time frame, and what I like to do is zoom out the charts so that I can see like everything that's going on at the charts. So around here we had the market pushing up and then we started rolling to the downside. So as you can see from this point here, we had like some type of an internal change of character. As you can see previously, this was a momentum to the downside, so we can just use this marker here. As you can see, low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So this was a lower low right there. So the market was continuing to the downside. As you can see, break of structure right here, then another break of structure happened. So this was a change of character. As we can see, we had a lower low, lower high, lower low. So this was also a tiny break of structure, but like on the lower time frame it's pretty big, guys, né? So just like that, confirmed break of structure, lower low. Then we had an internal change of character, of which it was just pulling up into areas of interest. If you take out your fib tool, you'll see that this is an area of interest, or the golden zone around this point here, just like that. So golden zone. So I'm just gonna remove this thing here just because it's no longer in use. So we had to take out like this low here. This low here had to be taken out. Sorry about that. This low here had to be taken out. So as you can see, we had a new break of structure. Like I said, this was internal, guys, né? This was an internal change of character. We pulled up, then we pulled down, then we continued to push up, and then there were entries within this price leg here. Let me just draw the break of structure. So within this price leg here, there were opportunities for us to enter, but like I didn't enter on that one just because I like following like the overall trend. So as you can see right here, we had a new break of structure, so which means that this is your highest point and then this is your lowest point around this area here. So just like that, we already know that the market is pulling to the downside. We know that this high is protected and then this low here has to be taken out. So now we need to look for areas of interest. So what I use is the fib tool. From the high to the low, as you can see, the market tapped into this area here, just because there was a lot of like volume around here. As you can see, we also had an imbalance around this point here, so that confirmed a lot of things, even though we didn't tap into that area of like 0.5 or the discounted area, so that we can sell nicely, the premium area, sorry about that, guys, so that we can sell nicely. So around this point, just because we buy at like discount, we buy at discount and then we sell like at the premium, guys, né? So just like that, as you can see, this is the low, and then on the lower time frame, this is where we're going to look for opportunities to enter this market here, just because we know that the target is around that point here. So let me make sure that this is correctly put. As you can see right here, just like that, and then as you can see, this was the last candle right there, and then we can refine it on the lower time frame. So this is the supply zone. Then on the lower time frame, of which it's the hour or the 15-minute, but like I prefer using the 15-minute. As you can see right here, the market was pulling up internally. As you can see from this point, we had a high, low, high, low, then we had a high, then we had a lower low, of which that was a first confirmation, guys, né? Change of character, sweep of this high here, just because we pulled up and then we dropped to the downside. So that was a sweep. So I like using an X for this thing here, so that we can confirm the sweep. So from the high to the low, using the fib tool, you can see that there was no area of interest. We had a large imbalance, and then this was a flip zone around just this point here, guys, né? So this is an order block, guys, né? But like it's very complicated, but like sometimes I'll just make a video so that you can understand why I call it the demand supply zone, guys, né? So we continue to break structures. As you can see, new break of structure here. Then after having that break of structure, we take our fib tool from the high, just because this is our high, this is our low here. Then from that point to this point here, we tapped into a nice area of interest, just like that. Our nice supply zone around here. Also, this is a supply zone, and the reason why I mark up like this charts like this is to show you and so that you can understand, guys. So another break of structure came up around this point, of which this was today's trade. I think this was today's trade. No, it wasn't today's trade. As you can see right there, price action is still around this point here for Monday, guys. So just like that, we know that this is your highest point, then this is your lowest point. So we need our flip tool from the high to the low. Then as you can see, this was a nice supply zone, and then we had an imbalance just around that point, and it aligned perfectly with the golden zone. So just like that, we have a nice golden zone entry. So for now, the analysis that we have is this new break of structure, obviously. Then we know that this is our highest point, then we have this as our lowest point, as you can see right there. But like the market continued to break structures, as you can see, we had another break of structure just around that point here. So now we are still undecided, as you can see from this point. Seems like we had relatively equal highs around this area here, of which that confirms a bit of liquidity in this analysis, of which the liquidity will work out nicely, just because we know that we expect some selling opportunities from this point, and we take a flip tool from the high to the low. Then we can have another opportunity coming up from this point if the market decides to take out the liquidity, guys. So just like that. So this is the golden zone that I like to use. So let me just remove this. Okay, so now we know that we expect price action to pull up into this area here, get some type of confirmation, then we sell. But like if we fail, we know that the market has to pull up into this area of interest, then that is when we can get to sell, guys, on USDCHF. So I hope you understood each and everything that we talked about on these analysis here. So let's get into the other one, of which is NZDCHF, guys. So guys, we're looking at NZDCHF on the 4-hour, and firstly what you need to do is look at the structure. So we can start off from this area here, just because we don't need like far back price, we just need like the current structure. So I'm just going to use like this one here, just because this is the current structure. So we had a break of structure around this point. Then after even that break of structure, the market came up again. Let me just check. So the market came up again, giving us a new break, of which it was this one here. And I don't like catering for like smaller breaks like this one here, just because I know that they won't do me any good. So as you can see, from this low to this high here, we had this as our lower low, lower high, and then this is the lower low here, just because we cannot use like body, we need to use like body closes, not weak creations like this. So this is a break of structure, just like that. Then we had another break, and then we pulled down, we had this break of structure, so which means that this high here has to be protected, and then this low here has to be taken out. So if you look at the structure, you'll see that we had a change of character, of which it worked out nicely. And most of the time you will get like changes of character of which they work out nicely, but like instead they will reverse back to the previous trend, guys. So golden zone around here, and I know that this is the golden zone around this point here. Even if you take the flip tool from the low to the high, the market will just respect the golden zone. As you can see, it's still in between that area. Then after having that break, we had this as a break of structure, so which means that we were looking for continuations to push to the upside. As you can see from this point, we had a reaction, but like we failed to push to the upside to take out like this high here, and that did not happen, of which it's okay. So we had a change of character instead. So let me just remove a few of these here. As you can see here, this was the low, higher high, higher low, then we had a higher high, then we had a lower low just around that point, of which this is your change of character, just like that. So after having the change of character, what you can clearly notice is that we have a large trading range from this high to this low here. So which means that we expect some selling opportunities within this area here, of which it's nicely on that golden area. So this is the golden zone just around that point. And then also, before I forget, we also have this area of supply, of which that was the last candle that broke structure, guys, ne? So we don't leave that one out. So for now, what we're going to focus on is the current structure. As you can see, high, low, high, lower, high, and then we can expect the higher high tipping into areas of interest. And what I like about this one is that we also have an imbalance within that point right there. So this would be a nice setup whereby we can just wait for the lower time frame confirmations. So looking at the lower time frame, what you can clearly notice is that we had this low, high, low, high, and then the market started creating like some type of equal lows just around that point. So the 15-minute is the time frame that I use to refine a tricky price action, guys. Nah? So just like that, as you can see here, we had a change of character or an eye chart. Then after having the change of character, we had a break of structure, then another break of structure, which is this one here. Then we can see that this was like one price leg, but like we can just use this as a confirmed break of structure, just like that, guys. Ne? So after that, the market continued to push up into this area here, just like this, just like that. Then now we tapped into this area here, and the reason why we tapped into this area here is because we had slightly equal lows just around this point. Then after having that slightly equal lows, you can just zoom out. Then you'll notice that we had like some type of an imbalanced area, and then this was the last candle around this point here. So that is why we continued to drop to the downside, tapping into this area, take out the liquidity. So for now, we have this as our current break of structure, and what you can anticipate is some selling opportunities within this point here. So just like that, we know that this is the last area that we had, and we had an imbalance around this point, and this could be an inducement, some type of an inducement or liquidity in that low. So you can just expect the market to pull down into this area before pushing to the upside, so that we can take out all the liquidity at the top and fill out the imbalances that we have, just because we also have a large imbalance here or a large gap, guys. So yeah, I'll see you on another video.